What's going on YouTube? Matt from GarageMC here. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, felt like doing something different today, man. Let's mess around with these 250Rs. Let's talk about them a little bit. I'll show you guys some of the parts that I already had come in. I'll let you know what else is on order for them. And as far as the Trx250r, I really can't stand to look at it like that anymore. So let's switch up the look a little bit, and we'll see how far that takes us. And I got a problem with the three-wheeler. Maybe some of you guys out there that know two-strokes can give me a hand with this in the comment section. I'm stumped. A couple other people I know are stumped too. It's like a really weird situation with what's going on with it. But stick around. I was having problems with it, and my dumb ass didn't even think to check the level of fuel in it. So that's fine. The TRX that we have, this is an 86 TRX. It's got Mayer plastics on it, and there's some weird shaped Mayer race plastics on the rear. It's got some cheesy ass seat cover on it. Somebody's got paddle tires on it on the rear. It's got these really small diameter, I don't even know what size those are. What are they? 19s. So those got to go. Somebody put tapered lug nuts on these wheels, and it really messed up where the stud goes through the rim or the wheel. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. I do have an extra set of hubs, so we'll probably just go that route, and then I'll figure that out later. But I'd like to get it sitting on regular tires. It runs, but it doesn't run well. It's very doggy. Like, it's got it feels like it won't even go into the power band. So what we'll do is we'll check compression on this today, and my guess is whoever owned this before the guy that I got it from, because the guy I got it from never even rode the thing, I'm guessing it probably had an aftermarket exhaust on it, and the jets are probably huge in there. They probably had some big ass jets in it for the sand. So we'll figure all that out. It's got the desert tank on it. I do have a set of rear OEM plastics. They have a little crack on the back of them right here, but even that will look way better than these. These look like they belong on look like they belong on that or something. So we'll mess with that a little bit. And as far as the 250R three-wheeler, this is an 85. This is exactly how I got it, minus the seat. If you guys don't know, you should go check out MRC Builds. I've got his hoodie on today. I figured I'd go for a little 250R inspiration. While we're messing with this, I'm going to have to channel my inner MRC Builds. But we'll talk about this one a little bit later in the video. It's doing some really, really weird shit. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what it's doing right now. It will fire right up. Second kick. First kick for a prime. Second kick fires right up, ice cold, just like every other 250R I've ever owned. You know, if you don't have chicken legs. It'll run for about 2 minutes, and then it's like, bruh, 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 and it dies right out. Also, another thing while I'm going like this is somebody put twist throttles on both of these. Those are going right in the trash. Not a fan of a twist throttle. Should definitely have a thumb throttle, especially on the three-wheeler. You definitely should have a thumb throttle on it. Real quick, little spoiler. This build here, guys, it's not going to be an OEM build. I'm doing this completely custom. So for all you purity people out there, might not want to follow this build, but don't worry, I'm saving all the OEM parts. They're not going in the trash. I have enough stuff to build another one of these. So anyway, let's push this one into the garage, and let's start stripping off these nasty parts that are on it. All right, guys, so before we get into this, let's get a little closer look at it here. I don't know what the hell anyone was thinking, spray painting the engine on this thing red, or even the plastics. I know that they are Mayer replacements. I think one way to tell that they're Mayers is I don't think the OEMs have this bolt here, but I mean, even the desert tank, guys, I think this is a IMS tank or a Roll Design or whatever the hell the brand is. It looks identical to the ones I found. I don't know if there's any stamping or anything on it, but I mean, this obviously was a blue tank. Somebody sprayed this red too, so I don't really feel like buying plastics for this yet, guys, to be honest with you. If I had to choose between the TRX or the ATC, the TRX could definitely leave. That's going nowhere. I'm keeping that, and any other one I come across in the future, I'll never sell that. or any of the parts that go to it. Yes, I have all the gold wheels that go to it. They're gonna go get put in a pile. You know, there's a few things I'm gonna do to that though. You can see I already bought plastics for that. The front fender's on. There's the rear fender. I got the shrouds. I got a brand new headlight cover. The gas tank I'm going to refurbish. But excuse me. So this is the original factory carb. I found there is a crack in the boot here. I think I have another OEM boot, like an extra one in the box of 250R parts I have. I'd have to take a look, but I'm pretty sure I have one. I will try and start this thing for you guys so you can hear what is why it's running the way it is. Maybe you guys have help me along with this one in the comment section. But I'm thinking maybe the reeds are shot, but I'll pull everything off. We'll do a compression test on it after I fire it up for you guys, if it will even start at this point. I haven't even touched this thing like since I bought it. I know it did run when I put it in my storage unit, but I mean, look at this shit, guys. Like, whoever spray painted it, like, come on, like, really, seriously, that's how you do things, you know? Insane. Anyway, yeah, let me set you guys up on the tripod, and we'll take a look at this thing. You can see we got a little I guess that's an exhaust leak. But yeah, all right, like I said, guys, let me get you up on the tripod, and I'll see if I can get this thing to fire up for you before we start digging into it. Frame is straight on it. There's no cracks or anything in the frame like in the usual stress points on these things, or what they're known for, or wherever they normally do crack, which is usually around here or down by the front or something. I don't know, there's a few spots that they all crack in, but yeah, other than that, it's mainly stock, guys. It still has the stock air shrouds around the radiator. It still has the stock air scoop here. All the shocks are OEM, and they are in good working condition. OEM bumper, still the stock A-arms, brake calipers. Everything's pretty much stock on it, except for, I think, well, it's got a Durablu axle, and it's got this DG silencer on it. I did order parts for this too. I actually have a lot of stuff here for this thing, but you know, my interest kind of switched over to the three-wheeler instead, so I started buying parts for that instead, and this kind of went on the back burner. But like I said, I can't stand to look at it like this anymore, so we're going to use the takeoff wheels and tires that came off of the 450R over there. We're going to put those on here, and we'll go from there. But let me see if I can fire this thing up for you guys. This thing is ice cold. May or it may not start. I don't know. Choke on. The old friggin' prime kick. Give it 2. Guys can hear how it's like real doggy. So yeah, that's what it does, guys. So let's start taking these plastics off that are not going to stay on this in the shape that they're in. I have a set of OEM rear plastics, like I told you guys earlier in the video, and yes, they are OEM. They're a little shitty looking, but I can definitely refurbish them. They're really not in that bad a shape. They just look like shit. So yeah, let's mess around and take it apart, see what's up with the reeds. Maybe that's a problem. We'll check the plug obviously first, and the compression. Make sure we're not just wasting our time putting parts, especially at the prices that this shit goes for nowadays for these. And yeah, let's see.
I had gone ahead and cracked the spark plug loose so we could get a look at this. You guys don't have to watch me struggle trying to crack this thing free. Somebody had this thing tightened down to about 160 foot-pounds. So, you know, that's great. And another thing I noticed while I have the quad jacked up, looking at it from a different perspective, we are missing the upper motor mount that goes to the cylinder head. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, I'm not a two-stroke expert, guys, and I'm not going to act like I am whatsoever, but I'd say that's running just a hair on the rich side, possibly. It's probably fouled. This might be our only issue. I doubt it, but we also have somebody put a air pod on there. It's not usually my first choice when it comes to stuff. Just another thing pointing us to the direction that this was probably just a dune machine, as if the paddle tires being on there wasn't enough to give that away. So what I had done was I ordered this, guys. I ordered an OEM airbox with the boot. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that little setup there. Let me get the compression tester out, and actually, you know what? While we got it up here, let me see if we're corroded here. Yeah, that's like a barely any connection to the wire in there, guys. Let me get you in close here so you can see what I'm saying here. So here's the wire with the spark plug boot off. What's that, like 3 strands of wire that it was making connection with? That's not gonna do. That's not gonna do. This is all rubber here that it was connecting to. I guess that's just like the insulator. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get to some clean wire here. I don't want to take too much off because it was kind of a tight reach as it was for the boot to the plug. Also, I usually take the diode off of these and run it just straight to the threaded part of the spark plug. But yeah, I think I have another B8 and BR80S in my room. Let me get the compression tester, see what the compression's at with this thing, and see if it's even worth going forward, or if this is just going to require a rebuild, which I have a whole nother 86 or 87 Trx250r motor or engine laying around, and I also have a Paul Turner ported cylinder, but that would probably go on the 3-wheeler. I also have a FSU ported cylinder. I would need to get a piston for the FSU one though. The FSU I would put on here, or we'll just leave it stock. But I did order a full FMF exhaust for this. I also have one coming for the 3-wheeler, but we'll talk about what I got for that when we get over to it. Let's check the compression on this before we go any further, because if it's no good, it's going back in the shed, and I'll order parts for it when I damn well good and ready to, which ain't gonna be anytime soon. 90, 90, 90. Okay, so it's not budging past 90. You guys can get you guys a little close up here. I'm pretty sure the compression should be somewhere around 170. I couldn't find it in the manual. Maybe at least 150, but 90 is not going to cut it. So, I mean, I guess we could check the reeds. That crack in the boot could be something too. At the very least, though, guys, I still want to change these tires and stuff off of this because it's a bitch to move it around with these paddles on. So, let's, that sucks. Oh well. At least I'll know what is in the motor when I do rebuild this. I do have some extra reeds, and I do have another intake boot. I can't find my pile of 250R parts, but whatever. So let's, I gotta figure out how I'm getting these back wheels off, guys, because these wheels that are on here are stud centric, meaning that they do not take a tapered lug nut, and somebody went ahead and put, well, attempted to put all 4 on, but they put tapered lug nuts on these wheels. So if you could see where the lug nut gets to the wheel, it kind of like kind of went into the aluminum and like seized it onto the stud. So I'm probably just going to take it off at the hub nut here that goes on the axle nut. Probably just take them off. I do have an extra 250R axle here with some good hubs on it. So let's get these stupid ass paddle tires off of here. And yeah, I also have some other stuff for this too. I'll pull it out and show you guys what I have for it, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna order some parts for this thing. Gonna get a whole new top end, or maybe get a piston and everything made up for the FSU cylinder that I have, which I believe stands for Fuck Shit Up Racing or something like that. That I got over there. I got a whole FMF exhaust coming for this thing. I'll probably have Curtis from 223cycles.net build me a carb for this. Speaking of carburetors, if you guys don't know who Curtis is, or 223cycles.net, you guys should check him out, man. He's building a 38mm PWK for the Atc250r for me, and that should be coming in soon. It's gonna be all, you know, all the little bells and whistles and tricks and clear float bowl and all that good stuff. Actual real Kane carb too. It's not, you know, a knockoff. It's a real Sudco product. That they do a bunch of stuff to it. He's building it to the exact specifications that I'm doing for the ATC. It's going to have FMF Gold Series Fatty on there, FMF Power Core silencer, V-Force 3 reeds. The reeds that I have in there now are ESR reeds. I picked them up pretty cheap. I haven't even rode that thing yet, guys. I was having problems with it, and my dumb ass didn't even think to check the level of fuel in it. So that's fine. But you know, I mess up too, guys. So it's good news, actually. I have no problem admitting that I overlooked like the simplest thing that you should look at, because I always overcomplicate shit in my head. But I'm gonna slap the plastics back on this. I put the other tires on there. The front ones, I can't get off, guys. Somebody rounded off all the lug nuts on here. Pretty damn bad. Like, you know, that's completely round. So I'm gonna have to get my extractors that I have aren't large enough to go around these. These are 14mm nuts that are on here now. So I did take off the rear wheels, like with the whole hub and everything, and put these other ones that I had on there off of that 250R axle there. Let me get this thing out of here. Go put it back up, and let's wheel the 250R three-wheeler in, guys. I'm more excited about that than this, honestly. So now that the fuel issue was now that the fuel issue was figured out, we can go ride that thing tomorrow. So it's not going to get rid of the way it looks. It's just not how I am. But, other stuff that I got for the TRX here, guys. I got AC front bumper, AC grab bar, and I also have AC racing Nerf bars in there. I've never even opened them yet. I usually like to collect all my parts before I start building something. This is a whole box full of stuff for the ATC, but let's push that in here, and then we'll talk about what's in this box of goodies here. Speaking of the carb tuning devil himself, Curtis from 223 Cycles, he just sent me over pictures of the carburetor that he built for the ATC 250R. So here's one picture here. And here is a side shot of that same carburetor and a list of the mods that went into it. So that's what it's going to look like, guys. That's what's going on at 250R. Be sure to go to 223cycles.net. You don't need to buy a brand new carburetor, guys. You can mail him yours. He will rebuild it, customize it, whatever you want to it. Get it done with Curtis. You guys know how I am. I usually like to do everything myself, so it takes a lot for me to actually trust somebody else to do some of my mechanicals. Know what I'm saying? But, you know, there's a lot of options out there. This is who I chose. This is who I trust. A good friend of mine, MRC Builds, trust the same guy, so be sure to check him out. And when you do, let him know that you came from GarageMC or MRC Builds if you want. If you guys watch both, or say you came from both. Who knows? I don't have a promo code. His prices are like really reasonable as it is, guys. So there's really not much you really can't beat the price as it is. So not going to quote your price because I don't know what carb you have or what you're trying to do to it, but go to 223cycles.net. Here is the 85 Atc250r. As far as any mods that are done to this thing, guys, it has a twist throttle on it, which, like I said before, that shit's going right in the trash. I have the new fender on here already, and I know this seat looks like a pile of shit, but I had a mint seat, but I sent it to somebody that needed it, like I said. MRC Builds, guys. Go watch his live stream where he opened all the stuff I sent him. I'm not going to tell you everything I sent, but got a lot of stuff for his 86. So he has an 86. For those of you that don't know, 1985 seat is about a ½ inch to an inch like lower, the seat foam, and it says 250R on the 85. The 86 is a little bit taller, and it says ATC on the side. He has an 86 ATC 250R. You know, I sent him the OEM front fender I had because, you know, I don't need extra. You know, I wanted to help the guy out, and I want to see his build get progress too. And I also sent him the seat. I was going to send him this one because it needed to be recovered, but I have a cover for this, so I didn't want to rip a cover off of a perfectly 100% mint 86 seat just to recover it when I have one that needs a cover. So that's the one that I gave him. Let's see here. It has a Durablue axle, same as the TRX has. Where the hell's the sticker at? Or what's left of the sticker anyway. Old school Durablue. The axle carrier is something's got play in it. I felt it a minute ago. I have a. If you guys look on the shelf way over there, you see that axle carrier up there? That is a Lone Star axle carrier. It's for an 85 ATC 250R. It's like literally specific to this model and year bike. I don't know what the differences are with them, but there's quite a few differences actually from 85 to 86. Most notably, the rear brake caliper on an 85 has this linkage system here to it. The 86 does not. It has a regular, like a caliper stay, like on a 450R. The engines and the brake calipers on an 86 are like a gunmetal gray. 85, it's all black. The switches here, 85 look like this. 86 has the colored buttons. 86 has a black top triple tree. 85 has polished. The 86 headlight is 6 inches wide and it has one opening on the bottom. The 85 is 5 inches wide and has these it has these openings. Gas cap is different actually, 85 to 86. The tanks are the same. The thread pitch on where the gas cap goes are the same. 85 is this blocky style, and 86 is like something you would see like on a 450R type of gas cap. Like this gas cap here. This is a 450R gas tank gas cap. But like I said, the thread pitch is the same. Tanks are the same. Shrouds are the same. The sticker kit is the same. Or, I'm sorry, the stickers are different. 85 is white, and 86 is red and blue, I believe. I'm actually putting an 86 sticker kit on this. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other differences there are. I heard that the degree of rake on the front end is like 1 degree different from 85 to 86. They both have a trailing front axle. Let's see, what else is different? The 85 has this round style, and the 86 has the same carburetor that was like on the TRX that we just had in the garage. All right, let me pull out some parts. I'll show you guys what we got for this and what the plans are. This also has a full Bassani, or air quote, rare Bassani full exhaust on it. No dents, no dings. It's actually pretty crispy for being as old as it is. Rare to me just means that nobody wanted it when it was new. So when you tell me something's rare, to me that just, you know, means it's not worth as much. You know, if nobody wanted it when it's new, it can't be that much better now, 20, 30 years older. Anyway, we got the rear plastics. We got the front fender so far. We got I had a seat cover made for an 86 seat, but with 85 print on it, because I like how it says 250R. And it is an 85, so I want to kind of
in Ken Block's words, pay an homage to the 85 by putting the actual 85 logo on the seat. Kind of sucks about those rear fenders, guys. It has a crack in it, but those are literally the OEM fenders that came with this bike brand new, and they are like mint, other than one crack. Look on eBay for OEM 85, and yes, they are different from 85 to 86. 86, like in the middle of the fenders back there, I think they have an embossment, kind of like these Mayer replacements do, like this right here. And that's where the warning label is, and I think there's like tire pressure info or something on the 86. So 85, I mean, both are rare. They're both 1 year only parts, but go on eBay and look up prices for actual OEM rear plastics for one of these. You'd be shocked at all the prices you find for some of this shit, guys. I've seen OEM grab bars people are asking $900 for. And I mean, in my opinion, the OEM grab bar on these ATC250Rs really didn't do much anyway. You stand the thing up, it's going to tip over. It's like literally in more than the rear tires stick out the rear of the trike. Whatever. Anyway, I have an extra front wheel hub and wheel. We're going to go with the polished aluminum wheel with the new tires. I also have 18 by 10 by 9 rear tires. I like to run 18s on the back of these. It makes it easier to slide the ass end around. And if any of you guys have ever rode one of these before, even in stock form, you don't steer these things, you aim them, like literally. If you're like, you know, trying to actually ride the thing, you're not just pussyfooting it. Anyway, I have a whole nother set of 85. As you can see, the top is aluminum, not black. Forks. So I'm going to go ahead and polish those out and do a rebuild on them so they're nice and fresh. Bike feels way better when it's nice fresh shocks in the front, even though the front tire barely is ever even on the ground. Okay, so starting from the front, we got ATC bend Pro Taper bars. You guys know I like Pro Tapers. This is actually for the Trx250r. I'm still waiting on the one from BVC Trikes for the ATC. That's for the four-wheeler. So I have the same thing, so I just laid it out here for visual purposes. So that is the seat latch. It's a lot more sturdy and a lot more stable. Sometimes, you know, all the 250Rs I've had, guys, sometimes the seat will come a little loose on you, you know, especially if you're out there getting it. So we will be putting the ATC one on here too. It is slightly different. Let's see here, other stuff. We got Mayer new headlight. I had to go ahead and peel the Mayer sticker off and put our little HRC logo on there. I'm a big fan of that logo, guys. I love it. I think it just looks, to me, it just screams classic Honda for some reason. Got the new shrouds. These pedals that are on here, this is a common thing with these guys. They get bent down like that, and that is not, you know, I mean, I'm not the biggest guy on safety with stuff, but you don't want your foot sliding off of this thing, because if your foot slides off of here, it ends up going here, which ends up going there. Not a good look, trust me. If you've never run your leg over with an ATC, you probably never rode one. So yeah, anyway, we got the Wicked Metal designs, and no, these are not the knockoff ones. Be careful, guys, because there are knockoff companies out there making these that look identical, and you know, they probably do a great job too. It's just a friggin' piece of metal welded together. But I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. Remember we used to rock those bear claw foot pedals on our BMX bikes? Yeah, that would feel great in your shin. You could probably cut a steak with this. Like seriously, just, you know. But anyway, yeah, those are going on there. It's gonna be a lot better feeling on the quad, on the three-wheeler, a lot more secure. Got to run, you know, Honda race fluids in this thing. Bel-Ray Gear Saver is what I use for the trans. Let's see here. We got brand new OEM fork boots, fork seals. This is for rebuilding where the bearings go, and the bearing races that go, into the frame. This is, what is this? This is for the front wheel bearing, because I am going to rebuild this before we use it. I'm also going to powder coat that red, because there's really not going to be that much gold left on the trike. I know. The gold wheels will be here, guys. Don't worry. I have extra swing arms too. So that swing arm is not going to get, to waste. I have one that's bare metal that I'm going to send out. I'll probably leave the swing arm gold because, you got to leave some gold on it, right? Don't worry, the reed block, it's gold too, even though that's going on the four-wheeler now. I got a swing arm bearing rebuild kit. We got a Acerbis gas cap. It's like a carbon fiber style. The reason I went with that is because where these number plates go on the stock fenders, which, guys, this is what I love about the 250R three-wheeler. I think that looks great. Usually they're black. I'm going to do those with a carbon fiber vinyl wrap, just to, because it's my bike and that's what the fuck I want to do with it. So there it is. A brand new OEM pivot bolt. I got a Bulldog Toys or Bad Dog Toys exhaust mounts, all billet aluminum. Blue exhaust where the silencer meets the expansion tank. Might not use that, might get a billet one. FMF brand new springs for the exhaust I have coming. This is the billet where the expansion tank bolts to the head. I told you the fork seals. We got a whole top end bolt kit. What else we got here? Oh, here's a sticker kit. Here's the difference, guys. This is 86. This is 85. This is the sticker that goes on the rear fender, just so you can get a little, idea of what the difference is. And last but not least, guys, actually, well, two more things before, whatever. This is what else we have. Set of blue radiator hoses, silicone, and I bought the billet, why do I keep calling aluminum radiators billet radiators? Two brand new aluminum radiators. I believe these are work rads. Yeah, these are work rads, guys. It's like, work, GPI, same shit, man. And I also have a mint set of the radiator brackets that hold the radiators to the frame. I could have bent these back, but you can notice the bolt hole's a little off here. Somebody did a little, out in the farm field fixing on this thing. So that is everything that's going on right now, guys. What's coming in? Like I told you, FMF Fatty Gold Series, PWK 38. Probably going to have to order an oversized boot now because I didn't think of that the other day, which kind of sucks, but, take about a week to get that in. I'm debating on whether I just want to have a black oversized boot, or I think they're available in red as well, but I don't want to have, everything red on here. It's going to look like the friggin' TRX looks like somebody dunked it in a tub of red paint. Just red everything. What else? I got another clutch cover, flywheel cover, stator cover. I'm going to polish that out. Eventually, when I do take this apart, guys, the rear part of the frame is slightly tweaked. So one way to fix that is I have another frame, but then again, I have another frame, and the frame that I'm going to use, it has absolutely no boot rub on it. It's completely original. All the original stickers are on it. Same year and month that this bike was made was the same year and month that your boy right here was born. So, that's good, I guess. Anyway, so is the extra frame that I have with a title. Big deal to me lately. Not really trying to get shit without titles anymore. You can't really do nothing with them. And they're worth like half as much. And if you have something without a title, guess what? Your shit ain't worth as much as something with a title. Even though it doesn't matter in Jersey. You can't register and insure them and ride them anyway. So, whatever. Anyway, I just like to have it. That's where we're at with 250Rs, guys. So tonight, since now that we know what the damn problem is with this thing and I can go ride it, thanks to my friend that stopped by and helped me point out the obvious, I'm going to, put the plastics on it. So I'm just going to ride it the way it is for a little while, guys. I want to enjoy this thing. You guys that follow me know I've been thirsting for one of these things, and I finally found one. Actually got rid of the Corvette that was in the driveway to go buy this thing. That's how much one of these mean to me. I got rid of a damn 2012 Grand Sport 6-speed dry sump oil tank Corvette and took the money, well, some of it anyway, to go buy this. So it's just what it is, It's what I want. All right, it's what I wanted. No, what are you, my financial advisor? Anyway, thanks for joining me in the garage today, guys. Stay tuned for next updates. The 450R is almost done. It's all like little dumb shit, you know what I mean? Like the last 10% of stuff that needs to be done takes 90% of the time. That's where I'm at with that.
So, like I said, thanks for joining me, guys. If you don't know already, I read and answer every single one of my comments. Okay, negativity is not appreciated, so stuff that shit somewhere that you know where to put it. And that's it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. As always, throw me a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out 223cycles.net for all your carburetor needs. Talk to Curtis. Check out MRC Builds, guys. Check his channel out, man. If you guys are here looking at this 250R three-wheeler, you should already know who he is. You should be telling me something about him. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!